Alright YouTube, we're back here today, and something I want to kind of do or show is a winter truck kit or car or whatever. It's getting cold eventually. We're getting a lot of rain, we're getting a lot of bad weather, so something you're going to need to do, something I've been wanting to do, is put a small kit together for the vehicle. For if you don't make it home or on the way home or on the way to work or anything. I work swing shift, which means I'll be going in at work in the middle of the night sometimes. So, I may be getting off at midnight or going into work at midnight. So, I'm not going to have cover of daylight or anything like that all the time. Now, what kind of prompted me to do this is I was wanting to do this, and as you may have seen in my December battle box video, a lot of the stuff I'm using came in that box because that's what that box was designed for. So I kind of waited till I got that box, waiting to see what I got, and sure enough, it's pretty much everything I was hoping to use, and I will be using almost everything in that box. But first, we'll go with jumper cables. Now, not only should you have this year-round, it's a given, but in the wintertime more especially, because that's when it's the roughest on car batteries. You may make it to work, but you may try to leave work, and your car may not start. So don't rely on other people having jumper cables. Have your own set of jumper cables. Always have them in your car. Next is, especially a truck or maybe even a car, is like a recovery rope. Now I know they use this on like four-wheeling and a lot in the woods and all that kind of stuff, but just simply getting out of the ditch if you hit a patch of ice, this can work wonders. There's going to be a million people that pass you, but those people may not actually have any tow ropes, chains, anything that may get you out. So that may be the difference in you sitting there all day versus maybe just 30 minutes till somebody can come pull you out. So have some type of recovery rope or chain or anything that can get you out of a bind. And next up, basically the truck bag. Now, of course, this can go in a car, it doesn't have to be a truck. I just drive a truck, so it's going in my truck. But just a little tool bag. It came in the battle box, so that's what we're going to use. A little nice canvas bag. Let's open up our side pocket here, and we have hand warmers. And the biggest thing for that is if you're stuck out somewhere and it's cold, you're running out of gas, your engine dies or anything like that, you can't produce heat. You're going to need to produce your own heat. And going along with that are these survival blankets. 2 survival blankets. Even if you're by yourself, you can wrap these one up close to you and put it over one on top of you, or if a window's busted or anything that happens in the vehicle, you can wrap up or cover up with this. So definitely have a couple of those. Let's go to the other pocket. And of course, we got more hand warmers because they're very inexpensive and they will produce a decent amount of heat. They're not expensive, so might as well have a couple. Little white light sticks or glow sticks, whatever you want to call them. Got a couple of these. 9 times out of 10 in the wintertime it's going to be dark. You're going to want to see where you are or where you're going. A little tiny multi-tool here, just a little something. They're not really expensive. I got this online. It's got a couple different things, a couple nut driver sizes, little saw, knife, can opener, ruler, bottle opener, just a couple different things. Not bad to have. There's a little pocket knife. It's like the size of a credit card, which is kind of nice. I just threw it in the bag because you never know. But you kind of open that up, flip the knife out, fold it back, and there you go. You got an actual knife you can use. That actually is metal. And it's not too bad. Super cheap. I know a lot of these things may look like gimmicks, but redundancy is something that I really like in a type of pack. Because you'll have the things that you need, and again, you may not be by yourself. You may be with somebody else. So you may have to pack things for more than one person. These are little Oasis water purification tablets. You have the tablets here. What I like about this is you can get yourself water, and they cure up to like a liter. So you're able to get yourself water no matter if it looks clean or not. You can be sure by putting those tablets in. And of course, always leave in the bag either a bottle of water or an empty bottle of water. That way you can gather water if you're stuck in traffic in the middle of the highway, and at least if you're a guy and you need to pee, you can pee somewhere. Or like I said, you can use this container to gather water or keep water, whatever, but just simple as a water bottle. And of course, if you wanted to, you could fill that up with stuff and use it as just any type of container. But you get your water tablets to go with that. Little food tabs, these came in the battle box. Simply snacks. It does not have to be anything like this, but just a couple snacks maybe to tide you over to where you're going, or something high in protein if you got to do a lot of trekking home. These are makeshift flares. They're basically non-flame flares, big red glow sticks. Got stands for them. You get on the side of the road, you can put these in the road. People can see you, so something nice there. Again, redundancy. More warmers, more hand warmers. These are a lot bigger. You can actually put these on your body. Something great to keep you warm, especially if you have more than one person in your vehicle. You're going to want to split these up so no one gets cold. Duct tape. I mean, why not? How many things can be done with duct tape? So, believe duct tape, even if it doesn't want to be a full roll. This is like a half roll I had laying around, so I put it in the bag. It's not so big, but you can block out vents, any shattered windows, anything, kind of block out the wind, or you can make things, just whatever. You know, duct tape you can do a million things with. A little bit of tinder, a little bit of straw and lint. That's going to light real easy if you have to make a fire. Depends on where you are or how cold you are. If you know you may need to make a fire just for warmth or to keep away predators, whatever you need, have some with you because everything could be wet. So a great way to start a fire. And by no means is this a complete kit or anything, but just I kind of threw this together as an example. Just have a little bag with some first aid stuff. Got some alcohol wipes, some different types of creams and ointments, little gauze for like open wounds to help blood clotting, zip ties, tweezers. Of course, got some band-aids in there. You know, just throw them in a bag, and of course you can add, subtract, whatever you want to do. Usually you can take like a home medical kit and just take a few things out of that and have in the truck. Something that's kind of cool I got out of the battle box is this fire extinguisher. I threw it in there because why not? I mean, it's a ready-made like spray can with a fire extinguisher in there. Really great. Get in a wreck. You never know. You know, something could spark and start a fire. You're gonna need to put that out, not only to save yourself, but maybe to save the vehicle. You know, or the contents in there. So have that with you. Another thing is matches. These are like survival type matches. It's watertight, wind resistant, water resistant, all weather matches. Got a little bit of tinder stuff in there and extra strike pad, but that locks up and that's watertight. So good to have that to go with your tinder. Old clip-on flashlight. Kind of goes back and forth. Turn that on. You can clip that on your shirt as you're walking, or maybe the back of your shirt so people can see you. Clip it on anything on the vehicle if you have to work on it. Clip it on under the hood. You know, great little cool flashlight to have for vehicles. A lot of people think these are gimmicks, and they kind of are, but I love them as a backup flashlight. I like this style the best because you can do everything one-handed, but this is just a what they call it, the Mayday Ready Light, because it's all hand driven. You don't need batteries. You just charge it up with your hand and you got light. I know it's not a lot of light, but when it's pitch black, you'll appreciate that little bit of light. It doesn't need batteries, not going to go bad. So you can set it in your bag, forget it, and when you need it, it'll be there. and I'm a real advocate for stuff like that, stuff you don't have to maintain, you don't have to worry about batteries, just boom, you're gonna have it. And of course, a knife. And I really like this knife that I just got in my battle box, and the reason for is because of all the different things it can do. And of course, it's a really nice knife, nice sheath, but it also opens up and you can cut cord with that. I do not know how well that's actually going to do against like a seatbelt, but in a pinch, you know, I'd rather have something. So you got that. If you need to go trek through the woods, you need to use this. You got your sharpener, and of course you got your flint striker there. So if you need to make a fire, if the matches don't work or you lose them, there you go. And you got your fire starter there. That's pretty much it. Just keep it all in a nice bag, and just have something. You can start small. I said a lot of this came out of the battle box I got. And you know, you need to be prepared out there. It's going to get cold. So let me know what you think. Let me know some of the stuff that you keep in your vehicle. By no means was this everything I may keep in mind, but this is kind of like a starter bag to get you going. But let me know what you have in your truck or car, and what worked, what didn't work, or what you kind of found useless, or anything like that. Leave some comments below, and thanks for watching.